Three. Hello, everybody. It is me, your DM, Mad Max Gaming, and we're back for another session of Lethal Company Wannabe. Dungeons and Dragons style. It's time for our intro sequence of yet another weird, discombobulated, camera-wielding MFs on Roblox. Anyway, let's start this out with the intro process.
I am Inferno, your residential scale player, and I have a little bit of advice for you. Be careful when hugging your scaled friend, as it may be uncomfortable for you if you do not do it correctly.
I'm Eldon, I have two little brain cells to take part in this intro.
Welcome back, my friends. Make sure to drink water.
Machine!
I am Kylie. Here's a friendly reminder. If you get pissed off, just go drop kick somebody. They ain't gonna
That's
do
a
much.
horrible idea. Please don't do that. We are not endorsing physical violence on this channel.
I mean, you could drop kick a kobold. No one would care if you drop kick a kobold.
We are not endorsing drop kicking people that you dislike. Do not do that. For all intents and purposes, that was a joke.
Also, it is fine to drop kick a kobold.
Make sure you have your holy water next to you, because this is you're gonna need to cleanse your sanity, boy.
Drop kick kobolds. They don't have rights.
For your eyes. Or your ears.
Anyway, let's get right into the game. Anyway, now it's been 2 hours from the last episode's events, and there is the familiar axolotl just kind of chilling at a table, drinking something from a mug. No one knows, as sits there. You know. Oh my God! 1 second. 3. So yeah, she's just chilling, looking at a map. A presumably new newspaper.
Did you say presumably?
Yes, I just said presumably new.
Arn's gonna go outside and get the rest of the papers if he hasn't already gotten all of them.
Gaz will...
Go ahead, Inferno. Sorry.
You go ahead, Tonic. You go ahead.
Darius is just sitting down, sharpening his long sword.
You mean the one in his chest?
No, that's one Textol. He canonically he has his own long sword.
Oh, Tex already had his own long sword. Tex never yoinked it.
Wasn't it in Darius' chest?
Yes.
If I remember correctly.
That got removed like
it was removed
a while ago.
Oh.
As Inferno, please do what you were gonna say.
As walks up behind Reef to try and see what she's doing.
Okay. Roll for stealth, I guess?
Roll for stealth. Let me quickly grab my phone so I can see the fucking modifier.
I'll tell you.
Are you trying to stealth? Are you trying to do this quietly, or are you just, like, what are you trying to do?
I mean, I guess, why not?
Your stealth modifier is a +2. +2, Gaz. +2, Inferno.
I'm still gonna fucking double check it.
Chat, you doing the double checking?
I'm a
Anyway.
I got 19 for stealth.
19.
18.
Alright. A 15?
18. 1-8.
Alright, an 18. I'm gonna go ahead and roll me a perception check for Reef. Alright, that's a 14. You do successfully manage to check over what she's looking at. To you, I guess you're not looking for anything in specific. nor do you really have a good view, so you just see she's reading a paper and has what assumes to be coffee in a cup. But since you aren't specifically looking at like the details, she's reading something and drinking something.
Is this better for the lighting? I have no idea.
Oh, no, I can't
That
see your-
is okay, but like to be honest, you should probably turn on your light.
I just
Right.
see
It is on.
camera.
Well, yeah, it's just really bad lighting. Maybe
I don't
use
know what
your
the fuck else I
phone
can do.
camera. Like your phone's lighting. It doesn't matter, actually, to be fair. People can still see you, it's just really weird. But, nah, let's continue
Yeah,
on.
but it's fucking bright outside for you guys, but it's fucking pitch black for me. You guys actually have really good lighting, then I just have fucking dim ass fan.
Anyway, continuing along.
This that could work if I turned up the brightness and then. Yeah, that could
That's
work
better, yeah.
if I could find a way to get that stuck up there, like fucking by putting a blanket under, like behind it, because this is my fucking bedroom. I can do that, and then well, that's fucking blinding me now, so that's not fucking good. Shit.
Max, question for you: Has Harn acquired the newspapers?
Harn acquired the newspapers. He found no newspapers because Reef has the only fucking newspaper.
He walks
You said
back
they said
inside.
multiple at once. That was established earlier on when Gaz burnt one, and then you said there was more in the mailbox.
So that was the day before that.
This is presumably new.
Presumably new. You guys don't know if it's new or not because no one is able to read the contents because Gaz went behind to check to see what she was doing, not what she was reading. So, yes, she is reading something.
Can I make another check to see what she's reading?
Yes, you can make a perception check.
That is
When
a
Harn
plus
gets
2.
inside, he's gonna shoulder check you.
I rolled an 8 plus 2. That's 10.
Alright. Alright. Let me just do something.
I really hope you weren't hoping for like a giant thing to happen from someone looking at what the newspaper she's reading.
Oh. Alright. Yeah, you can read what it says. Yeah, you can definitely read what it's be saying. Alright. First up, there seems to be talk from strange mages that like cloud people, those special little boys. It says that there's a storm predicted, a very big blizzard that can cause danger and possibly death to the coastal civilizations of Siren. It seems to be one of their bigger blowouts or fracturings where a shit ton of the sea begins to freeze and then melt. But since the sea is inherently magical on its own, instead of melting into air, it rapidly freezes itself into snow, and then, like, basically a tsunami's worth of snow hits the coastal cities with just an unrelenting barrage. On top of that, there is a person who has been gruesomely hanged in another string of hangman murders. Seems that this one was a 12-year-old child who was strung by their intestines off of the local bridge that was used to cross uh, into the seashore. On top of that, a great hero from the Sebi Kingdom. It seems to be one of their great knights has actually came into the kingdom itself. Their locations are in the capital of are in the capital of Moonwater. As for that, besides that, there's the average uprisings from the south northern civilizations who don't like getting taxed, so the slaves are rising up again. But they're getting beat down pretty bad. It's a losing war. The taxes are being raised in order to fund more, you know, recreational facilities in quotation marks. And the very last thing you see is a monster. It seemed to be a low-ranking demon from hell was slain in the city square yesterday. But on the big embroidered text, that says "read more on this page" was the rumor of Count Damien's mechanical dragon that was seemed to be that hundreds, millions, maybe years ago there used to be a human who went by the name of Count Darren, and they were so infatuated with the long since dead dragons and reptilians that they decided they would create their own by breathing life from Freddy Five Bear. Fuck no! Damn it, Slipper Agent! By breathing life into the metal, breathing ice into the metal of itself by using the souls of small children and the flesh of dead demons and even angels, they were able to create their own mechanical dragon per se, and it's said to have wreaked havoc upon the entirety of the continent before it is eventually, presumably, locked away and put down with a good shot to the head by someone named the Chosen. They had a mechanical arm and a glowing eye. But that person seemed to have faded away to history as they were only known as the Chosen, the fastest gun in the entirety of the kingdom. But that's the biggest rumor. It says to read more about it. It seems that there's a lot more information than just about the backstory of the Count and the Dragon, but there seems to be a bit more. As Reef is just reading all of the other things, looking at coupons and shit.
I walk a bit away from her, then I walk back in from the side so she can see me, so that she doesn't fucking punch me when I talk to her. I know damn fucking well if I tried to talk to her from behind, I'd have to try and dodge a fucking punch. I'm pretty sure goddamn Gaz would know that shit more. He would just ask her, are there any more newspapers, or is that the only one?
Huh? What? What did you
Are there any
say?
more newspapers, or is that the only one?
No, this is the only one. Why?
When you're done reading it, can I read it?
I didn't take you for someone who read the news. I thought you got all the slaves to do that. for you. Don't you know what I mean by slaves? The servants. They're basically the same as slaves.
Pretty much, honestly, if I'm being completely honest. The only difference is that they get fucking paid to do it.
Barely. Anyway, I guess you can have this. She takes the newspaper. And hands you it.
Thank you.
Interesting.
I go to the thing about the actually no. I go to grab Hun to read this together because I don't fucking know why.
He's
I just
inside.
want to.
He's inside now. He's just walking in the door now.
I just walk up the I walk up to Hun and I just I fucking say to him, hey, do you know anything about this guy whose title is The Chosen?
Also, he has the syndrome where his eyes are different colors. So
Malakio, not Himalakio.
Totally impossible. No.
he has 4
Okay,
eyes.
perfect.
So he has 2
He
pairs
has
of eyes.
4 eyes, but his eyes can't change color because all of them are the same color. You either get yellow or you
They're
get
all the same color.
black. You either get yellow or white. Those are the choices. It's
Actually, no,
impossible
green is
for
also
you.
an option.
Well, yeah, those are the only colors. Since these are void creatures that come from hell, they don't have the same biological structure nor the same genetic diseases.
He's like, Max, could I roll religion or history to see if I know anything about
It'd be
this?
history. History
I-
with a debuff of 4 because you're fucking retarded and you have long since fallen from any mental capacity. All of your intellect, all your intellectual skills are getting a -4 until you get out of repression mode. To be fair,
Until
that's
you
a little fair
become
since you kinda-
non-depressed from nearly fucking dying, you're going to be a little
Depressed.
ass.
He's
That's
not
pretty much
he
what
has
he
a
said.
He has a +3 to history, and you said -4, so it's a. I rolled a
Negative
19 and an 18.
-1. So
18 total.
basically, 18 total. All right. Now I'm gonna actually roll something very funny, just to see. Chat, you're gonna get to see the rules. Ooh, oh no, that's the wrong website. Why does it always do that? I'll just have to delete. Yeah, doesn't actually even freaking always does that. All right. We're going to roll once again, chat. All right. So you don't know. You know just about enough that it's the chosen. They were like you. They looked exactly identical to you.
Would we say
Except
that it was called that in my childhood?
they know absolutely. Basically, maybe they were sort of an idol. I'm not sure, but you heard the story. Actually,
Because this is
you
relating
don't
to
know
family
much.
religion, can I roll family
This isn't relating to you whatsoever.
myth? It's a myth, so can I roll religion?
No,
-1,
this isn't
too.
a myth related to any god. You barely know anything about this, the Chosen, but you do know that they came from your town specifically, and that you could recall seeing their descendants and talking to them, since this guy is like a few thousand years old. But you could recall that they originated from your town, and that is it. You don't know anything more because the world of Sacy at that point didn't have any connections to the outside world, nor do they even now.
Gosh, I remember some of the stories, but he had descendants, and he was like kind of idol for my family, I think, if I remember well enough. I don't know.
Oh. That's interesting to
And
learn.
and
And I don't
from
think all you
I
squid
was kind
faces
of
knew each
called
other,
like
honestly.
I would resemble him for some reason, and I don't know
Damn,
why.
maybe your mother cheated on your father.
Oh.
His tentacle hand comes
Yes,
up. Fuck you.
roll for perception.
Okay. I'm pretty sure perception has a +2 modifier. Are we just gonna make this fucking canon that he's fucking related to his fucking old character if we fucking
He's not even related.
okay. Yeah, it is a +2.
Yeah, it
Alright,
is.
go dice. I got a 10 + 2, so that's a 12.
Alright. Plus her 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright. Roll. What's your armor class, actually?
Mine?
Yes.
10?
10?
15.
Alright, okay. So, I can actually I do have to make this roll. Right.
Oh!
Okay, alright.
I'm in danger!
Okay, so when you were talking, when you specifically made your mom joke and the crude humor, you sense you can see and feel the rock that has just been whiffed at high speeds at the back of your head, but it's too fast, and it just hits you right in the back of the head with a bink. And you take 4 damage. Reef kind of just picked up the nearest rock and threw it at the back of your head like, bad guys!
Where'd you
You
get
better
rock
get...
inside?
Don't question it.
This is a shitty rundown house. You don't expect there to be goddamn rocks?
Anyway, yeah, you just got a rock thrown in the back of your head, and it gives you a little sting. Nothing too bad.
I just look back and I say, hey, it could be true!
Do I need to get the bigger one?
Angry
There's a
squid
real
face
big
mode.
one down here.
His tentacles are moving like very fast as he's saying incomprehensible stuff in Abyssal that's incomprehensible.
Wait, I might actually be able to understand it, so you might have to actually say it. I do have
No,
Abyssal.
he's saying it so fast.
You have to actually say shit!
I mean, no, he doesn't, because he said it's incomprehensible. It's not words, it's just incomprehensible abyssal garble.
Oh.
He's not even saying anything relevant or valid. He's just spitting out noises like a child.
Like a fucking gremlin. That's what my
Gremlin.
fucking other glasses cleaner was.
Well,
Fuck.
chat. Anyway, continuing on, Reef goes back to drinking her coffee and reading another newspaper.
Where did she get that one?
The paper is a little yellow. So, yeah. It's a yellow paper newspaper, which in terms
After
means it's
Harn's
at least a day old. Someone said something. Continue on what you were saying.
After Harn was incomprehensible garble. He's just gonna grab the look at Gazdix and say this in common. Please give me the newspaper. I'd like to read about that thing about the Chosen.
I bet as long as you give it back to me afterwards so I can read about some fucking artificial dragon shit I saw. And I hand him the fucking newspaper because, you know.
He walks off, sits in a chair, and starts to looks for the section about the Chosen One. Wants to read specifically that, see if there's any more info on that.
There's quite literally no section about the Chosen whatsoever.
Oh, the section where it was mentioned, he wants to read it.
It's straight up just mentioning that the Chosen One was the one that killed the mechanical dragon of Darien. It's his only mention.
I remember you
Yes,
talking about
except
something like
for-
there's more information.
There's more information on the mechanical dragon story, yes.
Alright, bet.
Harn just gets up after reading this for a second and hands it back to you, Gaz, and then goes over to doesn't get behind her, but goes in her vision and asks her if there's any more coffee left.
No, there is no coffee left.
Well, can I make some?
No, you cannot touch the fucking coffee maker.
Gaz, can you make me coffee?
Hey, if she says not to do something, I'm not gonna fucking do it either.
Harn's gonna
You
beg
saw
her
what she
some
did like the fucking
persuasion.
joke.
Harn's gonna beg her for to make him some coffee, so I'm gonna roll persuasion.
I hope you're ready to get punched.
Well, I'm on the other side of the counter from her, just so you know.
What did you roll?
Out of her ass to throw at you.
12 plus 5, so that's a 17.
Alright.
Just all four of his eyes go, like, uppy dog eyes.
That's physically impossible. No.
Oh, if he can do two of his eyes, he is gonna do that.
That's funny. Reef just got a natural 20 on her perception. Oh, that's pretty funny.
And we fully hit him with that 1, 2, fuck you.
Yeah, no, Reef is not budging. She's like, no, I said you're not getting coffee. You don't need any, because God knows what the fuck you'll do on coffee.
Darius has probably finished sharpening his sword. He goes into the room Harn is staying in, because that's where he's staying in. He just sleeps on the floor with a bedroll. And just lays it next to the bedroll and walks out. And literally just walks past Reef and starts to get into the process of making coffee.
Get the fuck away from that coffee maker. You goddamn monkey. Hairless ape. Scoot, I don't think you paid for anything. You're not even paying rent. We just picked you up on the side of the street and haven't had
He
enough
walks
money
back
to give
to
you
his
into the
room,
fucking
comes
pound
back
yet.
with a single gold coin. Is this enough?
No. It's not.
Comes back with 10 gold coins. Is this enough?
You're gonna need at least 100 for the services I gave you. On top of that, you're gonna need an extra 40 for the rent. On top of that, you're gonna need an extra 20 for the food I've given you. And on top of that, you're gonna need an extra 15 for the fucking stress you've caused me.
You
So
haven't
all in
even
total,
fed me.
300 gold.
You haven't even fed me, so I don't know what you're talking about.
That's an objective lie. I see you eating the food.
Just
From the
slowly
fucking
shoving the food off of his plate into his mouth, just trying to be as sneaky as possible, but it's obvious.
You're not even hiding it at this point. Like, we just haven't gotten the commission fee to take you to the fucking zoo yet. So, until you either be useful or pay me back, you ain't getting anything else but food. Anyway, she goes back to drinking her coffee and reading. She's reading a book now.
Can I
It was
roll
made
stealth
by
to see if I can,
Gaz. It was a
What?
Gaz authored
Can I roll
book.
stealth to make coffee?
You are a scholar you have at the least written a single book because you would have required to in order to pass being a scholar. So
Yeah.
it's like a thesis at the most. But I would assume you've written at least 3 or 4 because stars.
I think most of the fucking stuff outside he just has in a random fucking notebook, so.
Hey,
Well, I'm assuming he read a
Max.
few.
Except the notebook's
wrote-
fucking gone because of Tex blowing his fucking backpack up.
The notebook's fine. Fine enough.
How the fuck would it not have been gone when direct detonation on top of it?
It wasn't detonated, it was just lit on fire. And restoration spell.
Max, can I roll a stealth for Darius to make coffee?
No, because there is no possible way you can stealth this. You aren't a rogue.
You are
He's a
half the
ranger.
stupid. Do you forget
You are
how
not a
long
rogue.
machines are?
You are not a rogue. If you were a rogue, I would have let you do this because rogues just have the most bullshit systems and can just stand still enough to be invisible. But you're a ranger, not a rogue. Anyway, continuing on, what was Gaz doing now?
Strike.
Since Hine gave Gaz the newspaper, Gaz would just sit in some random fucking place, most likely just against a wall, because, funny, why not? And start reading the part on the fucking mechanical dragon, because, why not?
A bunch of useless exposition that you don't even need to know, like extending the word count so this person gets paid more. It's just talking about some unrelated random fucking top 10 mewing moments type shit, and then it gets to the actual useful shit like BuzzFeed type level article, and then the actual useful shit in kind of semi the middle. It's talking about how there is a talks that the dragon has resurfaced from its chains or something along those lines. It's from the cave where it was supposedly felled by Harn. Not Harn. Fucking. Technically, they're both named Harn. One is Harn the Agile, Harn the Chosen. But yeah. The Chosen had felled it with a single bullet, that they say. But it seems that whatever it happens, it's either revived or was never killed by that bullet because the noises of where it was felled had begun to resurface, as well as a evil undead laugh. But that could just be the collective schizophrenia of all of these people acting up. But it quote states that the dark caves of Echelon have begun to rumble once more, as it seems that the mechanical dragon of bone, flesh, soul, and metal has awoken again in order to continue its dubious master's deeds and reform the world in his own image. Um, End quote. The Silver Dragon Tavern and Warrior's Den seems to be plotting something. An expedition, maybe? Or they could just be another group of retards trying to make it big on something that doesn't exist. But in other hands, that's where most of this information is spreading from. And then it's some cooking recipes that relate to this weird-ass dragon story. Hell, there's even a fucking board game that these guys made on the spot. It's some BuzzFeed type shit. As this goes on for 3 more pages, kind of repeating the same information. There's even a what type of Darien monstrosity are you quiz at the end.
Sorry guys, I gotta go. Got something to do.
Brother is disappearing. That's bad, but alright. Brother is no longer with us. It's fine. We don't need him anyway. We got enough people to sustain. Well, continuing on with that chat. Yeah, that's what you read.
Well, 90% of that was fucking useless.
One of the
Fucking fun,
ghosts
that.
one of the ghosts nod at your statement. They 100% agree that it was useless. Yep.
I go up to the funny ocean man and give him the newspaper so he can fucking read about it. If he fucking wants to. Or he could just burn the newspaper, you
I
know.
thought burning it.
Reef readies a rock the moment she smells that fire.
Gaz wants to take fucking cover.
I immediately put it out.
Yeah, she lowers the rock that she has and puts it back in her pouch of throwing items. Alright. Continuing, yeah, the newspaper barely got burnt because the moment it started burning, she had threatened to throw a rock at very fast speeds at you, which ended up leaving one of the corners a little charred, but that's about it.
I hand it back to Gaz.
I thought you wanted to fucking read it, not burn it.
You think I read shit?
Oh wait, yeah, I forgot. You're such a useless little shit. You don't even know how to read. One thing you do know how to goddamn do is steal.
Illiterate flame monkey. Alright, well, turns out that he did, in fact, not want to read it, and I guess you two are now having a staring contest from what I'm inferring.
I mean, fuck, why not have a staring contest?
You were just staring into each other's souls, but you both have the same idea. I want to figure out what the fuck that dragon is, and I want to kill it. All of
I
the
wanna tame it.
money we would get,
Oh, that's not the...
all of the things we
ride
could
it.
steal.
In what way?
That's going through both of your guys' minds at the same time.
I want to burn this city to the ground.
John, you said you wanted to ride it. In what way?
On the back of it. Not on its cock.
No, we are not going down this road.
I know, I just want to ride it and burn a city to the ground.
Yeah, Gaz is also thinking about that as
No,
well.
I do not want to burn the fucking city. It's
A
not fucking
city, not
gas.
the city, a city.
I think I know exactly what city he's thinking about burning.
Yes, the one that her drawing comes from. Yes, that one.
You actually read my fucking mind.
Anyway, yeah, you two kind of just have an don't even need to talk about this one. Yeah, Reef is just looking at you two like, the fuck are you even doing? Is this a mewing contest? Like, that's her look. Like, what the fuck are you doing?
Are we gonna find
I
the
just
shit
look at who's on, and I just say, Hunt.
What?
Hunt.
DERG space HUNT.
Erg is short form
Yerg.
for dragon.
More like Asperger's
Yeah.
form for dragon.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm
Very
just as
much, yeah.
autistic as you, small brain.
Piss off, I have a bigger brain than you.
That's a lie.
Bigger than mine. Sorry, not smaller than mine.
My
Not
Not
bigger
one,
than
but-
mine, says the dumbest person.
no bigger than mine, says the person who can't do fucking 2 plus 2.
It's 4.
That's a locks in moment. This has truly been our Jujutsu Kaisen.
Just because I can't count to 10 doesn't mean I'm stupid.
I feel like that's the definition of fucking stupid, but alright, but you think what you wanna think. Yeah, continuing on, suspicious activity. Fucking yeah, you two kinda understand. Reef is just kinda looking at you like, what the fuck are you two doing? Doesn't even say anything, she's just looking at you confused, because you've never gotten along for a single moment. Ever.
Dirk Hunt.
The fuck is a Durgan?
Dirk Hunt.
Something you wouldn't like, that's all I'm going to say.
The fuck is a
Likely the cause of our
Durgan?
death.
What?
Likely the cause of our deaths.
What are you wanting to do?
We are going to in search for the ultimate arson machine.
I'm gonna fucking strangle you before you even step out of this house.
Not all of them are arson machines.
And I won't even give you the courtesy of like a leg strangle. I'll just grab you with my fucking arms and crush your windpipe.
Um, mm.
Anyway, explain to me exactly what a Dirk Hunt is.
Well, you read in the
Hunting
newspaper
a
how there was that
dog.
big mechanical dragon, right?
Yes. No. No. No, we are not going to check that shit out. Nuh-uh. Shot down. Shot down faster than I fucking would have killed your parents the moment I saw them.
Okay, if a single bullet could put this thing down for thousands of years, I'm pretty sure a firebolt could do pretty fucking well against it.
I feel like that bullet wasn't a normal fucking bullet, nor was the gunman.
Yes, but 4v1 sounds pretty much in our favor.
It's a motherfucking dragon that burned half of the continent.
Fucking skillish. That was out of character. That
And I'm gonna have it and burn the entire continent.
No. No.
Yes.
No. I'm not letting
Yes.
you tame it. No.
I
Not
want it as
happening.
my pet.
It won't be as your pet ever. Never. Never
consider
in
the
your
fact it's
life.
enchanted to listen to its owner's desires, and it already has an owner. It would probably fucking kill you for even trying to do that.
Since when do you care about my
Since you
life?
basic logistics, which obviously you don't have because you're an uncultured fucking dumbass.
Since when do you
Agreed.
care about where I live or die?
When you became useful.
Because you're actually half decently useful now.
When have I been useful?
When you stole shit and acted as walking bait for everything to attack you instead of us.
Nobody's let me steal shit.
Yeah, it didn't stop you from doing it.
But yeah, all I've done is tell you no. I never physically stopped you.
Anyway, you're good at doing shit we don't want to do, so yeah, that's why we keep you alive. Like that one time when you killed everyone. Anyway, no, you're not going to look for the dragon.
Aww.
Aw, fuck you mean? Aw, it's a dragon!
And
The sounds of wall scratching continues. As
Tex, have you ever
the walls grow ever more less hollow. As there is a small dirg that pulls itself out of the hole It looks fucked up, man. It looks like Jesse Pinkman in after he killed someone type shit, holding holding a rat's dead corpse, wearing a crown of bones, rat bones,
Where the fuck
drenched
did you
in
go,
water. Tex doesn't even say anything to you. He's just shaking. He's got bloodshot eyes and a large knife in his hand.
Max, I'm gonna need you to restart that because my fucking internet decided to say fuck you and kick me off. So all I heard was small Derg in the walls.
TLDR, Tex came back. He's wearing a crown of rat bones. Is carrying the dead pregnant rat with one hand by the tail, and is holding an abnormally bloodily large knife with the other. His tail seems to have been cut off, and he's just standing there with bloodshot eyes twitching like Jesse Pinkman. You can say what you want with him, but TLDR, he fought the hive of rats and eradicated most of the rat population in the main sewer system. It's still there. He didn't even make an entire rat.
Tex, what the fuck happened? Why the fuck do you have a what? What the fuck is going on?
All right.
This is not.
I feel like you know what? I'm gonna go on that Dirk hunt just to.
I swear to fucking god.
We're going on a Dirk hunt, guys.
Dirk hunt!
Can you at least fucking heal Tex's tail?
It'll grow back in about 2 days. It'll be fine.
Wait, kobolds regenerate their fucking tails?
He's a snake. He's a fluffy variant of you, and you have passive regeneration.
I've never lost my fucking tail before. I know I could regenerate like fucking tips of fingers and shit, but I didn't know an entire fucking limb could be regenerated.
That's a tail. A tail isn't a limb per se. But, yeah.
Snake means prehensile tail. Prehensile tail is limb.
Not here.
Fair.
It's a tail. It's not a prehensile limb. You just got a tail slapped on you. Anyway, yeah, no, you can regrow your tail, your arms, or basically any other organ given time. That's your special little racial trait. You can't really be crippled. Same with Tex. He can regenerate his tail and arms and really anything else. Anyway, pertaining to continue, yeah, continue on with talking to yourself. I'm listening.
Are we going for the Dirk hunt or no?
Honestly, Max, I feel like since you're the fucking whole reason of what Tex did down there, and I have no fucking idea what he actually did down there.
Tex just killed a bunch of rats, and since he's 3 feet tall, and they're giant rats, which are like 3 to 4 feet tall, he was basically doing some Dark Souls level fucking boss slaying, and he killed the mega rat that was 7 feet tall, guys. Not a 7 feet tall rat. Not a 7 feet tall rat. Get this, a 4.5 foot rat with a little crown. And he ended up just burning the hive down with one of his famous calamari destroyer trademarks. Calamari cooker trademark. He kind of just burned down an entire rat hive and made his way back up the fucking well that was in the walls, and is now here. Really fucked up. He has a little crown on his head, and is dragging a rat corpse like the giants from Stick War, and is holding a knife.
Goddamn. Tex, you look like you've been through some shit.
Tech do same thing that big dragons do to civilization they know like. Tech commit mass genocide. Yeah, they don't have worthy spleens. I take this body. I don't know why I take this body. I just fucking take it.
Excuse
Please
me.
elaborate what you mean by genocide.
What?
I kill everything.
What do you mean?
I
What
do the
happened?
stab. I do the
Can you-
stabbing.
Can you translate from Cobalt to English, dear?
Eh?
I'm Gaz. Translate from Cobalt to English.
Pretty much what he's saying is he just committed a mass murder on the rat population down there. He has no idea why the hell he's dragging around one of the corpses. He just is.
I mean, most of the time when you kill something, you carry around a part of it in your mouth for about 2 days. For some reason, like you just hold it in your mouth. I don't even know why. It's like
Instinct.
what? You were
Instinct.
carrying a rat for 3 days in your mouth. You dropped it at my feet. I don't understand. Actually, to be fair, you're a snake. That would make so much sense. It's the same reason why I throw water on you.
I want to say something, but it'll probably get you not copyright. It'll probably get you struck, so I'm not going to.
Oh no. Alright.
Okay,
Alright.
can we pause and then I?
Anyway, continuing on, Tex is kind of just there now. I guess he goes back
I
in his
guess I
hole.
should probably wash Tex, considering the fact that they. Well, you can fucking tell just by looking at him. I should
Sure.
probably
Is King
fucking wash
now?
the Tex.
We could give him a bath when we get back, if we get back from dying.
Would you?
Should we call him King
Okay,
Tex now?
I'm just gonna quickly say this.
Yeah.
Are you fine with us having a kobold that's just covered in blood following us around?
Intimidation.
How would a
Who's
kobold
gonna be
intimidate
afraid of a
somebody?
fucking fluffy kobold?
I mean, he had the nickname the Stealer in the fucking newspapers. So, I feel like
Also,
he
where
has a
the fuck did
reputation.
you get that dagger from, Tex? Aren't you supposed to have like a fucking greatsword or something? I steal it. I steal it from they gonna do something to him.
What? All I heard was I steal it from the summer.
Apparently the fucking rats had it and they were doing like a fucking ritualistic sacrifice.
No,
Damn.
what? Sounds like something big rats would do. Sacrifice the young for the rat god. What, did they also have skulls and blood?
And they have blood, but not but the blood's because of me. I do stabbing.
I feel like you stab a little bit too much, but anyway, I guess
I may or may not have decapitated the Rat King, and then stabbed his body a few hundred more times.
Water bucket. There's an entire water bucket that drenches Tex, and he kind of just gets a flash bath.
Tex's genuine reaction to that situation.
There. We gave.
Why
we
stupid
gave
action
him-
pour water on Tech?
I don't know, to get the blood off you. There, we fixed the creature's dirty problem. Happy.
Okay, well, since you agreed, and since Tex is here now, so we're not leaving this place unsupervised with his dumb ass. Hey, Tech not dumb.
That
We
is
can
an
now go
actual
on.
lie.
We can now go on a hunt for the fucking mechanical ass dragon.
Yeah, fun. Anyway,
Since you actually decided to agree to it.
I'm doing this so we can commit ritual suicide.
Wait, we go see Big Dragon?
I'm gonna steal your spleen real soon.
No, Tex steal spleen. You know, steal
No,
Tex's
I'm gonna
spleen.
steal your spleen. I'm gonna eat it afterwards.
No, Tex's spleen no tasty.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be tasty, but as long as it comes from you, it will be. Anyway.
How about I give you finger instead?
No, I don't want any fingers. I want your spleen. Anyway, let's just get this over with, she says, getting up and walking out the door.
I follow her.
Yeah, I also follow her because yep. And then Tex just fucking follows again because it's fucking Tex. He's a dumbass. Of course, he's just gonna follow the fucking Derg.
25 minutes after, and multiple stops because Tex starts talking to chickens later. They end up at the tavern, and Reef kicks open the doors. Bunch of burly, thick men, bunch of weirdos, bunch of nerds, and then a bunch of spellcasters are kind of all sitting in their different sectors, and then there's just this one retard who looks like a wolf who's just kind of sitting there. No one likes them. They even have a sign that says the worst mercenary ever. They got a table to themselves. It's kind of nice. They're reading a book, I think. I'm not sure. But,
She even
yeah,
fucking
that's... I believe she is. Yeah, she's just muted.
No, I'm asking like
Uh,
she might not be like she might be away from her thing because her camera's off.
oh, great.
Crystal, you here?
Yo, Crystal, you here?
I think she might have fallen asleep.
No way. Well, in that case, I think we're a little bit cooked. Let
Yeah,
me just...
I think we kind of gotta stop it now.
yeah, we are definitely cooked. Well, chatters, that was the, second episode of Brain Rot. A little bit shorter than the last one, but audio issues should have been resolved. And all
Plenty of
that
fun
said,
goofers.
we'll probably make another one, to be fair, tomorrow if everything goes right. Actually get into the fun part and have an episode dedicated to this Dragon Quest we have cooked up. But all ends well that does well. We'll probably be able to actually do it earlier in the day if Mr. Reedus doesn't have to work. But yeah, I am your DM, Mad Max, and this was the cast of the Chaotic Creatures. Keep on rolling those nat 20s. You never know.